Hey there. A while ago I did a cover of Slipknot's Before I Forget in standard tuning. A bunch of people have asked me for a tutorial for it, so here it is. There is a tab to download in the description below, so please download that to follow along, and without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so we're going to start off with this intro riff. I let the first guitar play by itself and I join in with the second guitar, so essentially you're going to be playing Jim Root's parts throughout this whole version of the song. The riff goes like this. Okay, so I use the octave pedal a lot in this song, so especially for a riff like this, you want to have an octave below sort of mixed in there, sort of to add the low end back in that you miss from not being tuned down. But yeah, so the frets are going to be, this is all on the low E string, and you're going to go from the 7th fret, hammer on to the 9th fret, and then palm mute, so like that. So you would do that 2 times in a row. And then you're going to go pull off from the 10th fret down to the 9th fret, and then hit the 9th fret palm muted again. So you got this all together so far. Okay, go back to the 7th fret and do that again. And then you're going to do 9, 10, 9 as a sort of hammer on and pull off. Okay, so the whole thing you're going to go like this. Okay, that's once round of the riff. And you do that 3 times overall, and then there's a tail at the end. So 3 times of this. And then on the 4th time, you do this. Okay, so it's like you cut the riff in half and you just do this part. Okay, so after you do the 10 down to the 9, you're going to do these power chords, and it goes 7, 7, 9. So 7 on the low E, 7 on the A, and then 9th fret on the D. You hit that twice, and then you're going to do just like a dead note, sort of scratch. So I'm just muting the strings and just hitting them there. So, and then you're going to hit the 7, 9, and 9 regular sort of power chord on the bottom 3 strings. So I do it on an upstroke because it's kind of easier that way. So that. They look very similar, but it's 2 different chords. And there's a little stop there, and then we go into the next part of the riff. Okay, so now we're at the main riff. It's essentially the same riff. It's just like the whole band's playing properly, and it sort of repeats in a slightly different way. So the first time round is going to go like this. And it just goes straight back to the riff. So you only do once of this power chord part. And then the second time, you do it twice like you did it before. So I'll play this whole main riff round so you can get it in context and understand. I'll do it a little bit slowly as well. And then we're into the verse riff. All right, so now we're into the verse riff. I'll play it once, then I'll break it down. Okay, so you're going to bar across the bottom 2 strings, the E and the A string, on the 4th fret. So this, okay, and you're going to palm mute it, and you're going to do it 4 times. Okay, up and down picking for this. And then you're going to move up 1 fret and do the 5th fret, 5th fret, and 7th fret on the bottom strings and hit that open. So Okay, and then you do it again, but you only do 3 times on the 4th fret, and then up to the 5th fret again. So you got, that's essentially the pattern. You do that 3 times before you do the tail, which goes like this. Okay, so it's just 4th fret, 5th fret, and then the power chord tail that we had in the intro riff. So I put that all together. Once round of the verse goes like this slowly. And for the first verse, you do what I just did there, that whole sort of pattern 4 times overall. There's no other changes basically, so it's just the same thing 4 times round. So next comes the pre-chorus. This is really, really easy. It goes like this. Okay, so it's just an octave chord shape. Got the 9th fret on the low E string, got the 11th fret on the D string, and we're sort of skipping out the A string, and we're just going to move this shape around. So we're going to go 9, 12, 11, 10, and there's a sort of slide, a random sort of slide anywhere you really want, to be honest, that leads you into the chorus. So now we're at the chorus, which goes like this. Okay, so it's all this sort of same power chord shape. So I've got the 4th fret, 4th fret, and 6th fret. We're going to use that a lot throughout this chorus. We have a little rest at the beginning, and then we hit this first shape. And then we go to palm muting, and we're going to go 5, 4, and then up to 7. So, and we release the 7. So we've got this so far. And then we're going to go down to the 2nd fret and do 2 palm muted chugs, same chord shape. And then back up to 7 again. So you got, and then one more chug on the 2nd fret, and then a random sort of slide upwards, like. Okay, so the whole first round of the chorus goes like this. Okay, then you repeat the same thing again, but the ending is slightly different. So the same first part. So any difference there, instead of a slide at the end, we're going to go up to the 10th fret and go 10, 9. Same power chord shape we've been using. So the first 2 times round is like this. Then the 3rd time is the same as the first time. And then on the 4th time, we're going to do this. So this is an octave shape again, like we did in the pre-chorus, on the 9th fret. So 9 and 11 together, missing out the A string. And we're going to go, so that's 9 and then up to 10 and back down again. And we're going to slide up to the 12th fret and then down to the 7th fret and then back up to the 10th fret and back down to the 9th fret. So that whole thing slowly is like this. Okay, and the whole chorus goes around 2 times the first time. So this whole thing twice. After the chorus, we get the main riff again, that is just once round. Then the verse, which is half the length of the first verse, but it's the same riff, same frets. The pre-chorus, which is the same as the first pre-chorus. And then the second chorus, which is the same as the first chorus. So a lot of repeating there. So I won't show you how to play those parts again, but that's pretty much what happens with the structure. It's pretty straightforward. What comes next is the guitar solo, which is going to go like this. I'll break it down into different sections. So we're going to start off with this part. Okay, so it's the 6th fret to the 7th fret. You sort of bounce between these two on the A string. You do that 3 times, and then on the 4th time, we're going to go up to the 9th fret and then back down to the 7th fret. So. Okay, that repeats again once more time around. So. And then we go to the second part of the solo. The second part of the solo goes like this. So it's going to be 14, 12, 11, 9, 12, 11, 9, 7, 11, 9, 7, 6, 9, 7, 6, 7. So it's essentially just going down the scale. Okay. Then we go back into that same pattern from the first part of the solo. There's a different ending there, so we're going to go 9, 7, 11, 9. And that ends the solo. So after the solo, we come to this sort of hammer-on riff, which goes like this. Okay, so it's between the 2nd fret, 4th fret, and 5th fret on the low E string. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to hit the first 2 major hits, and then the rest is all legato with your left hand. Like that, okay? The very first time you play this riff, it comes in kind of early on the beat like this. And then the rest of the time, so it's 7 more times you repeat this riff this way, it comes on the beat like this. It might be a bit weird out of context without the sort of drums and the backing track behind you, but when you play along to the original song, you'll see that's kind of how it is. The first one comes in early, and then the rest of them are all on the beat. After you've done this riff, you do a modification of it, and you're going to add some tapping harmonics in there. So it's going to go like this. Okay, so it's the same pattern here on the left hand. The only difference is instead of picking, we're going to tap lightly on the 14th fret on the low E string still. Okay, so instead of doing the picking on the 2nd fret here, we're going to tap. Okay, and I'm just lightly tapping on the 14th fret, just above the metal bar to get the harmonic. So we're not actually pressing down like that and doing a full tap. We're doing a light tap to get that harmonic sound. Okay, so after the hammer-on riff comes the last chorus and sort of outro. So the last chorus is just the main chorus, but 3 times the 2. So this. You're gonna play that 3 times instead of 2. And then we go to the outro riff, which is this. But instead of doing it 3 times and then doing the tail, you're gonna do it 7 times of this, and then you do the sort of final tail to end the song. So the outro riff will go like this at full speed. And then you're done. So there you have it. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, then please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below what songs you'd like me to do in standard tuning in the future, and I'll try and add them to the list. If you're interested in taking a one-on-one guitar lesson with me, then you can get in touch with my email address that's linked in the description below. You'll also find links to my band Hound, my session guitar work, my production work, etc. in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.